What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, and as you can see, I got some hairs, y'all. I got some hairs. Last week I did crochet braids for the very first time, and I kind of wanted to just take you on this journey with me. There comes a time in a woman's life where she is tired of doing her hair, whether it be because it's dry and it's damaged, because she doesn't have time, or because she just wants to try out something new temporarily. So that's when protective styling comes in, guys. And protective styling by definition is anything that's low manipulation, that doesn't require a lot of maintenance to your hair. So we got wigs, we got sew-ins, braids, you can do 2-strand twists, you can throw your hair up in a bun. Whatever it is that's low manipulation that gets your hands out of your hair is considered to be a protective style. Now, there also comes a time in a girl's life when protective styling really just is not worth it, when the discomfort outweighs the actual benefit. Let me tell you a story. Right after Alexander was born, I went to North Carolina to visit some family, and I had this wonderful stylist there install box braids. This is my very first time having weave of any kind, so I got box braids, right? She did an immaculate job. They were perfectly spaced, they were perfectly sized, they were perfectly braided. Like, everything about these box braids was just everything. But they lasted for about 6 to 8 days, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because my head itched so bad. I mean, my head was itching so bad, my scalp was bleeding. I was scratching it so much, and no matter what I sprayed, smeared, glued, whatever onto my scalp, it just wasn't working. It just didn't work. So I took them out. Spent all that money and all the time on box braids to only take them out like a week later. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna try crochet braids. It can't be that bad because, you know, the braids themselves don't actually like stick to your scalp necessarily. There won't be so much pulling involved. I figured I would give it a try. It was actually India from my natural sisters from, I don't know, a few months ago. She did these like Havana crochet twists that I was so in love with, and I said, yes, I have to have them. So a few months ago, I went out and I bought some hair from the beauty supply store, and I decided that I would go ahead and braid up my hair so that I could install these crochet twists. So the ones that I used were the Zuri Havana twist 14-inch in the color number 4, and if you see the packaging in the store, it looks like this, and the twist looks like this. These are the 14-inch. I think they're the 14-inch. Wait, no, I'm lying. Hold on. This right here is the 14-inch. This is not what I have in my head right now, because 2 days after I installed these, I don't know, I think I was sitting at the dinner table, and all of a sudden I just felt my hands just reaching for the loop and just pulling twist out, and I just kept pulling and pulling and pulling, and the next thing you know, they were all out of my head. You guys, my head was itching so bad. My head was itching, my neck was itching, my shoulders were itching, and I had chosen these ones in particular at the beauty supply store because they were so soft and so lightweight, and I was thinking, there's no way this soft and cuddly thing could cause me any pain. But I was wrong. So I figured, okay, I'm not gonna give up. I went to the store, beauty supply store again, and this time I bought the Janet Collection Havana Mambo twist. I wanted the 10-inch. They didn't have the 10-inch, so I decided I would get the 12 because I figured something a little bit lighter would just be, you know, great. And everyone talks about how great the Janet Collection is, so I just figured, yes, this should work. And that's what I have in my head right now. So to prepare, I actually soaked the entire 6 packs in apple cider vinegar and water in my bathtub. And then once I rinsed that out, I used some conditioner to help, you know, soften them up and moisturize them or whatever. And then I installed them the very next day. So these have been in for, let me see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days. today's going to be the 5th and final day. Yeah. Yeah, like, I tried. I really tried. But sometimes some types of protective styling just isn't worth it. I was miserable. Well, maybe not miserable. It wasn't as bad as the box braids, I will give you that. I really had like big plans. I was going to keep them in for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I was going to show you guys all these wonderful styles you could do with them, or show you how to look, you know, if you untwisted them. I had plans, y'all, and it just didn't work out that way. And sometimes things just don't work out that way. I am happy though that I did it myself. I'm happy that I didn't spend, you know, $100 or more on having someone else put them in for me. My braiding skills aren't the best, but you know, I did the best that I could. But I wanted this video to be informative or informational for you all who've never done crochet anything before and who wanted a few tips, or just to tell you guys some things that I've learned from this experience. Number 1, soaking them in apple cider vinegar. I do believe that it did help with some of that protective coating that they put on the hair to sort of keep it fresh. Even though washing and rinsing the twist was still irritating to my scalp, it wasn't as bad as the first time. Now, I don't know if it's because it's a different brand of hair or what. Next thing I would tell you, if you're going to go out and buy hair, to buy more than what you need. I bought 6 packs of each whenever I went to the beauty supply store. I think the first time around they were maybe $4.99 a pack, and the second time around they were $3.99 a pack, so they're pretty inexpensive. But buy extra packs. I probably used about 4.5 to maybe 5 packs of hair in my head, and the reason why I tell you to buy more is just in case, because sometimes the hair will come in the package and part of the crochet loop will be cut and you can't really use that piece, or some of it may be cut somewhere down towards here and you can't use that piece whenever you're installing them. So it's a good idea to go ahead and buy extra pack. It's also a good idea to go ahead and buy extra pack because you know, as time goes on, because you know the hair's rubbing up against stuff, and because you know you're putting it in a ponytail and taking it back down and doing all that stuff, it does get frizzy. So for that reason, whenever one piece would get just a little bit too frizzy to my liking, I would take one of the extra pieces that I had laying around and pop that one in replace of the other one. So buy extra packs. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3, take care of your hair underneath the braids or the twist or whatever it is that you do. It's really important to make sure that you're not neglecting your hair that's growing out of your scalp. I would oil my scalp every night, and I would also spray a leave-in conditioner on my hair. I would just basically lift up the twist and then just spray in a few sections and lift and spray and lift and spray. And let me tell you guys, my hair, even though my scalp is still on fire, my hair is so soft right now. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. So that's the 3rd tip. Make sure you take care of your hair underneath your braids. Alright, so that's it. I hope this video was, you know, somewhat informative for you. If not, then hopefully you got a good laugh out of it. I would like to know your experiences with protective styles, whether they be braids, twists, wigs, weaves, whatever. Just leave that in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and hit the subscribe button when you're done. Also, if you want to check out a few of my other popular videos that aren't protective styles, you can check that in the description box below. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.